Alright guys, I'm going to show you now how to put your horizontal beams, how to stretch those from column to column and produce our horizontal framing members. And I'm calling them beams, but they're actually going to be girders. There's a difference between beams and girders. Girders are the heavier, stronger, more structural components of the horizontal system. And of course, beams are the not quite so strong. Girders are used to support the actual beams, which in our case we're going to use a webbed type of beam in our structure, but we'll get to that later. But for now, we're going to place girders. And girders and beam, the word itself is interchangeable until you actually start constructing with it. Then it's very important to know which one you're talking about. So I'm going to be on level 2. Okay, and then I'm going to click on beam, and I'm going to select the 14 by 30 beams. And I'm going to for structural usage, I am going to select girder. Okay, and let's see if there's anything else we need to check. I don't think so. Reference level. Okay, we want our reference level to be level 2. So make sure you put level 2 in there for reference level, or it will probably automatically put it on level 1. All right, now when placing these girders, you have to position your cursor right over the edge of the column, and then stretch it all the way down until you get the little square that comes up for the next column. And then there it is. There is a slight offset between the column and the girder. That's good. That's what you want. Okay, because there actually is going to be some other fasteners going in that place. They'll either be welded or they'll have some bolted fasteners that we'll put in. But the gist here is that you stretch these beams from column to column, both vertically and horizontally. Okay, so here horizontally, we find that square that tells us where our endpoint is, stretch over to the next column, and there we go. And again, you see that there is even a greater offset. We don't pull the beam all the way into the column. And again, that will be for our structural fasteners. But you'll want to go all the way around doing all of your grids just like that. Make sure you're on level 2, and also to see your beams or girders in 3 dimensions, or more fully like this, not really 3 dimensions, but to see the whole girder, you'll need to change your resolution to medium. Okay, if you have it on coarse, it'll just show lines, and that could be confusing at times. Then you don't know for sure if it was actually placed. So I'm going to go and change it to medium. All right, so I will go ahead and lay out all of mine, and then I will come back and we'll see how we've done. Okay, now I've got all mine done, and you can see what it looks like. I have girders over all of my grids, and I didn't show you guys that there is a trick to this as well, which hopefully you haven't done it yet. If you have, that's great because you got plenty of practice. But once you click on beam, you can actually use that same tool we've been using where it says on grids, and just select all of the grids, and it'll place those girders right in there. Okay, so going into 3 dimensions and seeing what we have, and there you go. There's all of our beams or our girders at level 2. And you know what? I think I intended to put these at a different level, because level 2 is actually going to be my ceiling level, but that is okay. So all we have to do is select, right click, and then select all instances. Okay, and then let's change our level. Okay, it won't give me a reference level, I don't think. Okay. Okay, and it has a start level offset and an end level offset, which we can use that to to readjust them, but that is in case we're going to install them in a slope to do a sloped roof. We are going to do a sloped roof, but we're going to do ours a little bit differently. We're not actually going to slope the beams, we're just going to slope the roof itself. So what I need to do is, let's see, I'm at 14 feet, so I need to offset those 4 feet. Okay, and then apply. And now I have my girders where I wanted them originally. Of course, if you wanted to, you can just go ahead and delete them and then replace them at that particular level. And I've got a stray one right there. I'm not sure how that got there. I'll probably figure it out later. But anyway, so 3 dimensions, there you go. There is your steel structure. And basically from here, we can start placing walls and what have you. But I think what I'm going to do next is show you how to do the roof. And that way it'll be a little bit more, I don't know, contingent with one another. So let's do that. Next one will be the roof.